All right, guys, welcome to Trust Your Journey LLC. We are on day 4 of the 7-day relief plan. All right, this is our menopause relief plan. Day 4 is one of our big ones. All right, today we're going to talk about sleep and stress relief. All right, I know there's a lot of ladies out there who want to get some sleep and who want to know how to calm themselves so they're not always stressed about everything. So today is one of our big hitters. I'm really excited to bring it to you guys. All right, so I like to start off with the daily intentions. All right. So today, your daily intention on day 4 will be I give myself permission to rest deeply and to protect my peace without guilt. This is important because I know as a mom, like if I didn't get things done or a wife and I didn't do something and I'm trying to rest, I'm sitting there and I'm thinking about all the things I should be doing versus rest. So I feel guilty about resting because there's so many things to do. Let's knock that out the ballpark. Rest. You deserve rest, especially while you're going through menopause, perimenopause, postmenopause. Heck, just for being a woman, you deserve rest because we do a lot of things and we put a lot of things on ourselves. So that's why your daily intention should start here. Do not feel guilty. Get you some rest. All right. Now, I want you to know sleep is one of the first things that suffer during menopause and one of the hardest things to get back. That is falling asleep, staying asleep, waking up tired, and even like your night sweats and the racing thoughts. I know I too have a lot of racing thoughts. Sometimes it's so hard if I wake up at that 3 a.m., 4 a.m. Lots of women tell me that. It's hard for me to go back to sleep because now I'm thinking about what I should have did, what I could have did, um what I need to do, all our thoughts are just coming in at one time. And then we might even be feeling like, oh my God, I'm so mad that I'm even woke. I know I've been mad and with racing thoughts, mad at myself because I can't go to sleep. Okay. So let me tell you why we kind of go through this at this time. We got three major hormones that help support our body. That's testosterone, estrogen, and progesterone. But estrogen and progesterone are declining. And that only kind of leaves us with cortisol, which is coming up. Like cortisol is increasing. Mm. Okay, so let me tell you why. Because you have three major hormones that kind of control the woman's body. You got testosterone, estrogen, and progesterone. All right. And both are calming hormones. All right. These are the hormones that we need to calm ourselves, but they're declining. And guess what? That leaves us with cortisol. And that's the body stress hormone. So as they're declining, guess what? Cortisol is going up. And this is why we feel wired when it's time to go to sleep. And then when it's time to go to sleep, we feel very alert. Okay. This is why we're just off. This is why our bodies are off like that. So stress and poor sleep, they feed off each other. All right. Creating a vicious cycle that impacts everything for us during this time of our life. Our moods, our weight, that brain fog, oh my gosh, your blood sugar, and even your relationships. All right. In perimenopause, this is one of the big hitters that women have a hard time dealing with their husbands. I know my husband, he went through some stuff. Bless his heart, pray for him all the time. However, I had to communicate and break these things down so that he would understand. And I'm not saying he really full heartedly understands, but at least now he has a little compassion and can understand me a little bit better. So this is why it's very important to understand what you're going through. So one, you can try and communicate it to your partner and it relieves you guys of, unnecessary stress between the relationship because that's the last thing you need as well. All right. Now, here goes some daily tips while we're going through this. Um, Creating some simple rituals before bedtime will help will help alleviate all that cortisol raising. We want to try to bring it down. Okay. So let's talk about some things that I know women like, oh, that's my me time. And I might just need to do that. But you know what? This is your me time as well. So let's shut the screens off, put your devices down, or on night mode. Okay. At least 30 minutes to an hour before you go to bed. or drink a calm herbal tea. There's some calming teas out there, some detox teas, lavender, chamomile, those type of teas. Throw some lemon in there, because it can work on your digestion as you sleep, or some passion flower. These things will kind of calm your cortisol down, okay? Take magnesium glycinate. That is a beautiful substance that will help bring it down. You can take it right before you go to bed, okay? It kind of calms your nervous system and calms your muscles. So when it's kind of hard for you to relax, it's going to kick in while you're trying to shut the screens off and go to bed. Or you can practice 3 to 5 minutes of deep belly breathing or box breathing. Okay. Box breathing is like inhale on 4, hold on 4, exhale on 4, hold on 4, and repeat. I would repeat that for 1 to 5 minutes, depending on the person and how long you really feel like you need it. Okay. Or the belly breathing, I kind of like to think of it as, I don't know if you have a pillow that sits on your bed. As you lay back, put the pillow on your stomach, take a deep breath in. You're going to watch that pillow rise, and then you're going to exhale all the way out until that pillow is like dang near touching your back on your belly. Okay. So engaging in those two things will help calm that nervous system, put you in a parasympathetic state of mind, and that will actually help you go to sleep. Okay. Maybe journaling to help release some of the tension you've had that day. Ooh, this is a very good one. I always throw some Dr. Teals in my self-care bags when I give them to women. That is one of the highest ranking things on my Yuka. I would say that I got this app. I make sure it scans very high. And then it has a lot of minerals in it that our body needs. They also have one with magnesium, iron, and something else. I don't know. I know it's in Walmart. You can buy it off Amazon. Check those things out because they're very beneficial. You take that good bath, you get your butt in that bed, you're good. Or what I also like to do is a diffuser. So aroma therapy is excellent. Frankincense, lavender, these things are very calming to the body. Okay. Also throw my simple meal plan in here on day 4. So like I say, you go get the book, you check that out because that's not the highlight of these videos, but the meal plans are pretty easy. Okay. Then I always like to the journal prompt. Okay. So after you've had this day and you've thought about what you're going to do that night, what ritual you're going to engage in so that you can go to sleep, here's our prompt for this day. What part of the day brings the most stress? I want you to think about it. Oh my gosh, what part of my day brings the most stress? Okay. What boundaries or rituals can you add to reclaim your peace and get better rest? This is very important, very, very, very important when you're in midlife and you're going through this because we are so quick to do everything for everybody else and not take care of ourselves. So that is why we have to acknowledge, this is paying attention. What in my day can I take out so that I can actually start to decompress and relax so I can actually go to sleep when I get home. Okay. Then you're going to look at that symptom tracker. All right. How are you feeling that day? Did you have trouble falling asleep? Night sweats, anxiety, racing thoughts, fatigue? Go in there, check off the ones you still haven't. Okay. But now the good thing is you're paying attention and you're being intentional. So if you engage in some of these rituals, I've kind of pointed out here on day 4, you are guaranteed to get some relief. All right. So I thank you for tuning in and come back tomorrow, day 5, where we'll have a whole nother topic on your 7-day menopause relief plan. All right, guys, be blessed.